What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation. We're bringing you the latest and all that nerdish. I'm your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, a.k.a. the Dragon King, a.k.a. Big T, a.k.a. T Money, a.k.a. Sweet T, a.k.a. Black Merlin, a.k.a. the HNIC. And I'm joined once again by my co-host, Mara, the motherfucking Shark Watkins. How you doing, Mara?
Hello.
And we got somebody else here, don't we?
We're joined by the warden, Matt Ritter, also known as the patron saint of podcasting.
What up?
What up?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going today, y'all? What you been up to? What you been watching? What you been playing? You know all that stuff that I like to know.
Nosy.
Right.
You want to go first, Matt?
Sure. I have not been playing anything. Not even on my Fortnite lately. It's been a few days, but I started watching season 2 of Squid Games finally. I'm almost through that. Oak Island came back, so we watched.
Wait. So going back to Squid Games, you see what I mean by it's not the same shit over and over again? It's
yes.
But appropriately so.
Yeah, like the first. Yeah. Anyway, we are working our way through Oak Island. It came back, so we watched the latest episode of that. I'm still working on Dexter Origins. That drops tomorrow. So does the latest episode of Outlander. I am one behind on Creature Commandos because I saw that was out today.
Yep, just watched that earlier today.
Caught up on Skeleton Crew, and last night we watched Carry On Netflix with Jason Bateman and Taron Egerton about the plane and the people and the bomb. Hi, Zoe.
There she is. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing, Doc?
How are you?
I didn't bring my ice.
You didn't bring your ice. Where's your ice?
Upstairs.
You got to keep the ice on it so it feels better.
Well, I kind of didn't want it.
You didn't want it. Okay.
I get that. It's probably cold.
Tommy says hi. You say hi, Tommy?
Hi, Tommy.
You say hi tomorrow?
She did.
Who's Tommy?
He's in the chat. You can't see him.
Why?
Because that's not how this works. You say hi tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. You can go back upstairs now.
Then you can hold them like that for a minute.
Like you can't see him. Why?
That's not how that works.
But yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. What about you, Shark?
I picked up City Skylines today. I was playing. I tried that Sonic. I tried that Sonic Frontiers game because I think it was in the catalog.
Oh, I was about to say, why'd you choose to do that of all the Sonic games?
Yeah, I honestly I saw it in my installed, and I was just like, why did I get that? I feel like I got it for like a campaign thing for the PlayStation Stars, and then I was like, well, let me just see. It's okay. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Sonic Heroes. They actually were playing the song at some point, but just redid some of the music. It's okay. I've made it about 30% of the way, and I've kind of been like, what's going on with Skylines? But Snap still. We just started a new season. It's kind of all I've been playing. Watching Master Chef Generations. I caught up on 911. Hell's Kitchen. I saw that I saw a new episode came out. We've been waiting for that to come back. We saw Chris and I saw clips of what seemed like one of the chefs, who was a black man, was being like picked on by like the others. So we were like, why are they doing this? So we wanted to see for context why it seemed like they were singling him out, because it seemed like he knew what he was talking about. So now we got hooked onto it. So now we're watching it.
What was the context? Did you find
Oh,
it?
so yeah, so it kind of was a
Because
little
I'm not
bit
going
like
to watch this. So
so the clip was showing that they all like his team had presented like they all had to present like dishes, but like there was an excess amount of dishes and they chose specifically not to choose his. They were just like, nah, that doesn't look right, that doesn't look good, or whatever. And they thought other ones were, up to par. But all of them, they just weren't picking up points with Gordon and the other judges. The girls team, was knocking it out of the park. So afterwards, once the girls team won, Gordon was like, "Can I see the dish that you guys didn't choose?" And so he brings up the dish and they all taste it and they're just like, "Oh my gosh, wow." Like they love it. Eat it up. They're just like, "That's crazy," because it came, I think, down to like 1 point. And he was like, "Honest to God, if they had chosen this one, you guys would have had it." And so we were like, "So you guys are just picking on him." Because it's a bunch of head chefs. So like it's a bunch of egos clashing. But
I see.
yeah. But I don't think I've been watching a lot of anything else. Oh, so I'm still watching I bought season 2 of Law and Order. I know I said I probably wouldn't, or I would have
We
to
knew
wait.
better.
Well, I say we both knew better. So yeah, we heard you say it, but we didn't believe it. So it was
Just like you're probably not going to buy season 3 when you finish season 2.
We'll see. I have to see if I can find it. Apparently, they're not all available in all places. I had to get I got this one on what used to be called Voodoo is now called Fandango at Home. So I bought it there because it was cheaper, but they don't have all the seasons. So I was like, oh fuck.
Are you raising your hand, Matt?
Yeah, no, she reminded me because she brought up Fandango at Home, and that's where my entire digital movie library is, and I've been doing that challenge thing. So Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me, Austin Powers Gold Member, Avengers Age of Ultron, because I didn't want to scroll all the way down to the Avengers, and for some reason they put the first Avengers movie as a T instead of an A alphabetically, which pissed me off. So Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, which I still think is the best movie Marvel's ever made, and Back to the Future was the last week, the first Back to the Future movie.
Okay, so you made it to the B's.
Finally in the B's.
Cool.
Nice. No movies for me. I want to get tickets to see Dog Man. Do you know what Dog Man is?
No.
It's it's made by the same. It's a comic book series actually, by the same, or graphic novel, whatever you want to call it. By the same guy who wrote Captain Underpants.
Okay.
It's a spin-off series, so pretty much the two kids write another series called Dog Man, and eventually Dog Man and Cat Kid. Luna read through all of them, like she loved them. So now they have a movie coming out, and so now I'm just like, we have to go. That comes out on the 31st. I can pull up a trailer if you want to see it
in a second.
Okay.
Before we do that, though, I do want to point out something. I want to tell you, Mara, I'm proud of you.
You are?
Yes, because I'm
Why?
looking behind you and I see laundry folded. I am proud of you.
Thank you. Now I just got to put it away.
One step at a time. Right?
I know, half the battle.
Exactly. You got that far.
How about you? What have you been watching? What you been playing?
Well, a couple of movies. Saw Mufasa and saw Sonic 3.
I want to see Sonic 3.
Sonic 3 was so good. It was so much fun. Like if you like the first two, you'll definitely like this one. It's same vibe and everything. And double Jim Carrey did not get old. Like it was just, oh man. It was there's you'll see it when you watch the movie. There's one scene in particular where he just eats it up as both the Robotniks, I guess you would say. And it's just like, oh, this is so great. Mufasa was, it was fine. It wasn't like
you needed it.
Yeah, didn't need it. These were just like,
fuck. Keep going.
This is the second time that you've hurt yourself on air 2 weeks in a row.
Well, it wasn't air, it was my desk.
No,
No,
not like on the air, like
Oh,
live.
yeah. Last time it was the wall. Now this time it was the desk, and it's just.
Have you hurt yourself with air before?
Exactly.
Oh, that's
Is that
what?
something that happens? Like, wait,
Yeah.
do we need to have a talk?
You need
What is
to-
going on? Why is the air hurting you? Besides the fact that you live in New York and it's wintertime and the air hurts your face. I get that.
Oh man, it is definitely hurting my face. Even Luna today, she was like, "Oh," as we were walking to the car or to the bus, one or the other.
So yeah, those two, and then we watched all of What If over the weekend too. Again, cool. The thing about the show What If, which kind of I guess you say differs from the comic What Ifs, they're not, the comics aren't really connected. It's all just random, like what if this happens and all that. It's not a continuing story. And them being a continuing story on this doesn't really hit for me the way I think they wanted it to. Because for me, the whole point is, you know, all these different random things happen. Like, what if this is how it was? And that's just its own thing. We don't have to worry about it again. Move on. You know, it's an anthology on its own. But it's not bad. It's just not really what I want from What If.
I haven't finished What If yet.
Yeah. But playing nothing new. Still just making my way through Dragon Age the Veilguard. GTA San Andreas on my phone. You mentioned Sonic. It's funny because like a week or so ago, I bought Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. It used to be on the Dreamcast, but I got it on Steam because it was on sale. I got them both for like $5. So like, I'll play through those again for $5.
I don't think I've ever played I don't know if I played Sonic and Knuckles. I think Sonic 2 is maybe the last Sonic game I ever played.
Oh, so you go all the way back to the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, and then never moved on past that because in my mind, Sonic was a Sega game and it should be played on a Sega console.
Okay. The Sega Dreamcast is also a Sega
Didn't
console.
own one. I went for Sega CD, if you remember.
I don't remember that, but that tracks.
Yeah. Never had.
But I was just saying that in response to your, it should be played on the Sega console. And I'm like, well, yeah, you could have played it on the Sega console, but you didn't have a Dreamcast, so yeah. But yeah, I got Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. They were both cool games. Means the third Sonic movie was basically Sonic Adventure 2. So that's where the story came from. So that was cool.
Shadow shows up in Sonic Adventure 2.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe's been getting into the movies. So she watched the first and second Sonic and she likes those.
Mm-hmm.
So she wants to see Sonic 3.
So let her watch Knuckles too.
She's not great with shows.
Oh, okay.
Like, she can put a movie on, but like a show that's more than one episode and actually like paying attention and following it.
Yeah. I realized I also tried to do the show route with Lou when she was probably a little bit too young to really like grasp, like to follow along with like remembering what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, why are you asking so many questions? Shut up and watch it.
There's really just one reference to Knuckles in the third Sonic movie, which if you haven't seen Knuckles, you won't feel like you really missed out. But if you did see Knuckles, you'd be like, "Ha, that's good," you know. But
okay, so I don't have to watch it to understand. Okay,
no, not at all. But yeah, that's it for me. However, people, I do want to thank you all for watching. If you're not watching us live,
I said with your eyes.
Yeah, with your eyes. I appreciate that. If you're not watching this live, know that you can watch us live. All you got to do is go to twitch.tv/Creatia World. You go there, you can watch us live. You can also subscribe while you're there. And you can do that for free. If you hit your Amazon Prime account, you take your Twitch account, put them together, Fusion. You do that, they form Prime Gaming. That gives you a free Twitch sub every month, and we would appreciate you throwing that our way. That would be awesome. Thank you very much. But you can also watch us live on YouTube, like youtube.com/Creatia World. And you can do that for the free as well. You don't even have to do nothing extra. Just go to us on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. But while you're there, next to that subscribe button is a little bell. And hanging from that bell is a little bean. So you know what I want you to do is I want you to flick that bean. You do that, you get notified every time we go live, every time we drop a new video, all that good stuff. Now,
You're supposed to do something with your fingers, Mara?
I don't remember. We'd have to go back and look at it.
Shame.
Sorry.
Shame.
Promises were made, and I feel disappointed.
I know. As soon as we were saying it, I was like, I said I was going to do something, but I don't remember what it was. It's been a long week.
Well, speaking of flicking that bean, Matt, what's your topic?
So I asked you guys to
Wait.
There we go. I asked you guys to create your own porn parody and then cast the major roles. Because obviously, depending on what you pick, if you pick a show or a movie, there may be a lot of roles and actors. I went through a lot of ideas. But I decided, in honor of Creatia World, I will go first, to settle on House of the Dragon.
Okay.
As my porn parody. Because I looked up, and the only one I saw was a VR porn parody, and I don't really consider VR porn parodies like real porn parodies because I can't watch them unless I have VR, and I feel like that's bullshit. So, as Daemon Targaryen, I have Johnny Sins. As Rhaenyra, I have Mia Malkova. As Alicent, I have Lana Rhodes. As Sir Kristen Cole, I have Manuel Ferrara. As Corlys, I have Prince Yeshua. As Rhaenys, I have Brandy Love. You get someone a little bit older, but also blonde. As Alice Rivers, if you remember from the latest season, she was the one that was hanging out like the witchy
with
one.
Damien,
Angela White, because I wanted to get Angela White here somehow.
I was wondering when you throw her in there. Gotcha.
And then as the White Worm, I had Violet Myers, because I also wanted to get Violet in there somewhere. So,
understandable. Okay.
Interesting.
What about you, Mar?
I chose Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I just...
Okay. I'm into it already.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be a funny little, I guess, like a series, like a little. It would be probably like a mini series. But I mean, from our messages when we talked about this topic, I don't really know a lot of porn actors, so I just kind of just looked up people who won AVN awards.
Good way to do it. What you also could have done was go to the hub and go to their list of stars there and just look at their whole rankings and all that kind of shit. So there's ways to look them up. I get it. What you got to do?
So I did. Jake would be played by Isaiah Maxwell.
Okay.
Amy by Kira Noir. As you can see, I did a little race swap, but it's okay. Cap Holt would be played by Hollywood Cash. I didn't do absolutely everyone. I just kind of did like the favorites. I just forgot Gina.
You said you forgot Gina?
Yeah. Rosa is by Little Caprice. And Charles is by Tommy Pistol.
Okay.
I just chose names and I was like, yep, you work, and you work. I would see you two together. Maybe this. Let's do it.
We need a Terry. Who would be Terry?
Terry?
But you could throw Prince Joshua on that one too.
Sure. I don't know what he looks like, but go for it.
Big ball black dude.
I also think he would look good in the braided wig that Corlys has, though. So I was like, that'll work.
Yeah. That tracks.
Oh, that is not him.
It's YAHSHUA.
What?
YAHSHUA.
YAHSHUA.
SHUA.
Ah, I was like, it was some dude who did not match the description at all, and I was like, okay. Ah, the name fits more.
Yeah.
What'd you pick, Travis?
Well, I went through a few different things of what I could do because I'm like, do something a little different. So I immediately went to anime. And I'm like, which one? And at first I was like, can I do a DBZ one? But like, no, DBZ ones really exist already. We've seen them in hentai form. But like, if we've seen them in live action, and if I do that, I'm a gender bend some folks. And it's gonna, be a whole thing. I'm like, nah, I don't know if I want to do that. But then I'm like, wait a minute, Sailor Moon. So I went with Sailor Moon.
Travis wanted as many women for his money as he could find.
Exactly.
He's like, this is the best way to do it.
And also, I brought visual aids so you all can see who they all look like.
Oh, great.
There's some race swapping happening here because I enjoy making white people mad. So, especially anime fans, like white anime fans are like hilarious when they get angry, and I like making them angry. So I'm going to do that right off the top. Sailor Moon is going to be played by Kira Noir. Now, here's my thinking here. AVN Award winner, performer of the year. Also got that long hair, but it's in dreads. Now imagine that Sailor Moon hairstyle with dreads. How pissed off would that make people? A lot. I love it. So that's Sailor Moon. Back. Sailor Mars, Violet Myers. We're going to have Violet Myers in here. So that's who my Sailor Mars is. Sailor Venus, Angel Youngs.
I love the visual aids that you created for this. This is great.
Yeah. Sailor Jupiter, Haley Rose. Bit of a newcomer on the scene, but I would enjoy seeing her as Sailor Jupiter. Sailor Mercury, Willow Ryder. Another race swap happening here, but they're all
not mad at it.
Exactly. Another kind of newcomer on the scene, I believe in
Willow Ryder.
Yeah, Willow Ryder. I believe in 2023 she won Up and Comer for the Urban X Awards.
Oh, yes, she did.
Then Sailor Uranus, or Uranus, how you all want to say it. For this one, it was funny because when I first was trying to choose when I first chose to do this, my goal was to find one who only did anal. Because there was one back in the day named Aurora Jolie who only did anal because her whole thing was she's a vaginal virgin, but she only does anal porn. Couldn't find a newer one, so I went with Abella Danger because multiple years in a row she's won the AVN award for most amazing ass. So went with Abella Danger here. I believe she's retired now though, so it's a thing. But whatever. She goes to the University of Miami, by the way. That's a thing. But anyway, Sailor Saturn. Went with Kazumi. I'm not personally she's not my favorite. I don't dislike her, but she's not one of my go-tos. But I know the people like Kazumi, so I put her in here too. I'm like, I'll throw her in here somewhere. Sailor Neptune went with Kendra Sunderland. You might know her as the one who did that video in the school library and became huge all that time, and then she started doing porn full time. And then Sailor Pluto went with Angela White. Sailor Pluto, as you can see here, she's a bit older than the other Sailor Scouts. There's her spot right there for Angela White. And then we got Tuxedo Mask. I went with Ricky Johnson because I've heard other things being said often that the girls love working with Ricky Johnson. So I'm like, you know what? I'll throw Ricky Johnson in. He's got his whole thing, Ricky's Room, that's just started up and all that. So yeah. That is my Tuxedo Mask.
Very nice. Great casting, both of you.
Yes.
It was.
That was fun. What about you out there? If you could make any parody out there you wanted, who would you put in it? Who would they star as? Let us know. in the comments.
And if you have visual aids, please send them our way. Because
Yeah.
I wish I had done visual aids now. I feel like it was my topic and I came underprepared.
To me, it was one of those things where just like there's, people know a lot of them, but they don't know everybody. So I'm like, people might not know who these people are. So I'm like, let me show you who they are. And also, when it came to Sailor Moon, I'm like, only ones I knew besides Sailor Moon were like Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, and Venus. I didn't watch it long enough to see Sailor Uranus or Neptune or Pluto. So I didn't really know what they looked like either, but I figured they existed, and I looked it up. Like, yep, there they are. So, how about a trailer?
Let's do it.
This one is a Mara trailer.
Yes.
Remember that game, Enzoy?
Yeah.
New trailer popped up yesterday or the day before, something like that.
Ooh, nice.
Because the Consumer Electronics show was happening, so they showed off some stuff with that.
Consumer Electronics.
Crafton, in partnership with NVIDIA, presents Smart Zoe, the world's first co-playable character built with NVIDIA ACE. Smart Zoe redefines traditional non-playable characters by transforming them into truly co-playable characters. A Smart Zoe with a considerate personality notices a hungry man. Instead of walking past him, she visits a local bakery to buy him a sandwich, addressing his immediate need.
And then he mugs her and takes all her money.
In another scene, Smart Zoe encounters a lost woman. Again, guided by her considerate nature, she calmly and effectively helps the woman find her destination.
And then she mugs her and takes all her money.
Yeah, I think they said that like real things can actually happen to them.
Smart
Like unexpected thing.
Shines through as she energetically cheers for him, hoping to draw more spectators to his performance.
And then
he then mugs and then takes their money.
Each day, Smart Zoe analyzes the experiences gained, which influence their behavior the next day, gradually shaping a truly unique.
Not the Zoe having it more together than I do.
I mean, don't your Sims have it more together than you?
No.
Players can
they don't?
also
Okay.
No, them niggas is drug addicts.
thinking as they performed each of these actions.
This feels like rich people Sims.
Yeah. But this feels like this is what the elite were experiencing prior to a week ago.
A collection of
before
these
it all caught on
unique
fire?
Smart Zoes guarantees a city that is vibrantly
Look where
Is she
they're
jerking him off?
unpredictable.
Could have been.
options
I give it
to rich
45 days to 60 days before people start making mods that are out of order for this. I'd give it maybe 90 days before there's a Wicked Whims for Enzoy.
So yeah, I believe this comes out in March. Let me double check. Enjoy release date. Yep, March 28th.
Ooh, what's it releasing on?
PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC.
Okay.
So the usual suspects. So, Mara, heads or tails?
Heads. As if
What's
I
your
do.
topic?
Take a old or classic film, however you want to interpret that, and act as if it's being made now instead of 20, 30 years ago. Yes, Matt.
Well, thank you for saying that. I just want to let everyone know that I took umbrage with Mara's definition of what a classic film was, because she said 20 or 30 years ago, and I'm like, that was the 90s. That was 2000. 20 years ago was 2005 when I graduated high school.
Yeah.
And I do not appreciate you saying films that came out the year I graduated high school are fucking classic films.
in my defense,
So
whenever I say that, I mean, I'm thinking like before I was long. And I keep forgetting that is a thing now.
that hurts.
Yes.
Because when I was thinking of the topic, I was thinking more like Citizen Kane.
See, my thing is though, Mara, like you said 30 years ago, you're more than 30 years old.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking more like I'm thinking like 30 years prior to my time of being born. So
see, that's not how I took that. My bad.
and I was like, I
Which
started
would
typing.
be 60 years ago.
When I was responding to you, I originally was gonna write out like kind of like think like Citizen Kane-esque films or like older films. So I mean, mine is not that
Well,
old.
I got bad news for you. I went to the 90s. So
About to say, I went to the 80s. So
I'm in the 80s, so it's okay. There are some classic films in there too. That's why I was just like classic old would be your interpretation.
All right. Well, you want us to go first, or do you want to go first? We also need to let everybody know whose topic this is.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I went with The Breakfast Club.
All right.
I don't have cues set up, but if you want to know who the person is and who they were, I'll say who they also were originally played by.
Mhm.
But when I was going through the cast, I was like, these names to me sound obscure as fuck if you don't know some of them. So Andrew Clark, who was the athlete,
Mhm.
I put Tom Holland.
That was Emilio Estevez, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Brian, who is originally played by Anthony Michael Hall, who was the kid who brought the flare gun to school. And I think he thought it was like a real gun.
The nerd.
Yeah, the nerd. I have Timothy Chalamet. We're just gonna say Chalamet. I was like, we're gonna say I'm just saying that right. We have Allie, the Quiet Girl, by Jenna Ortega.
Okay.
We have Claire. Allie was originally played by
Ali
Sheedy, yeah. And then we have Claire, who was originally played by Molly Ringwald, which is probably one of the two names or two names that I knew off rip. I have replaced her with Florence Pugh, and then I did.
You made Matt happy with that one.
Principal was Ethan Hawke, and I couldn't think of one for Bender, which is originally played by Judd Nelson.
He smoke up, Johnny.
Me and Mara actually cast two of the same actors, but we should go in chronological order. So if you're also in the 80s, Travis, you should go first. But I just thought it was interesting that we both picked the same actors.
Okay. Well, I went to the 80s also. I went to one of my favorite movies of all time. This movie came out when I was 3 years old, 1989. If you would ask me what my favorite film is, it's going to be between this and Reservoir Dogs every time. And which one is first and which one is second is going to fluctuate depending on which day it is. But my movie is Harlem Nights.
Okay.
I brought visual aids again.
God damn it.
I will not apologize for being prepared.
It's okay.
Now, the first character, the star of the movie, Eddie Murphy as Quick in the original Harlem Nights. I'm not happy with this pick, but I know it would work. Like everyone else, I'm tired of seeing Kevin Hart and shit too. But for this film, it would work, and that's what I went with because I couldn't think of anybody else who's really, because of who Eddie Murphy was at that time, as far as the biggest star in the stand-up comedy world, like as far as black comedy goes, it was Eddie Murphy. And right now, who in stand-up comedy and black stand-up comedy is bigger than Kevin Hart? It is what it is, and it works. We've seen him act; he can do it. So that's what I went with. The role of Sugar Ray, who was Quick's mentor. He was the one who, came before him who's running all the things, like who was, setting everything up for Quick to take over after him, played by Richard Pryor. His spot be filled by Steve Harvey. Perfect for that spot. It's kind of the position he holds now.
We got the same mustache.
They do have the same mustache. That's true. That is very true.
No costume work has to really be done.
Not really, because he's always wearing a damn suit. So there you go. That's what it is. Put a hat on him. He wears a hat sometimes too. Now, the role of Sunshine. Have either of you seen Harlem Nights?
A long time ago.
No.
So let me tell you about Sunshine. There's another character that we're going to get to later. Her name is Vera, but she's the madam. She's the one in charge of the girls. They needed a girl to talk to or get close to one of the cops that's under somebody else's payroll, like one of the other gangsters' payroll.
Mm-hmm.
Vera said, I got a girl whose pussy is so good, if you threw it up into the air, it would turn into sunshine. So that's why they call her Sunshine. And to play Sunshine, I went with Megan Good.
Because the pussy's so good?
It must be.
Pun intended.
So yeah, that's what I went with Sunshine. Now, Bugsy Calhoun. He is the white gangster that's kind of against Sugar Ray and Quick and all that, who they're trying to, who they got to deal with. And I went with Jonah Hill because look at him. just look at him, age him up a little bit. Perfect. There he is.
In a world full of Italians, you picked Jonah Hill.
Yep, I sure did. Who do you think would play? Who's the Italian you put in this role then, Matt?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
I have no reference.
He's a little bit too large and imposing, though.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Because Bugsy Calhoun is not an imposing figure. He's kind of a squat. He's built like fucking Jonah Hill. But yeah, that's who I went with there. Now, Dominique LaRue, who actually is Bugsy Calhoun's concubine, but ends up getting close with Quick and at some point tries to kill him and all that kind of shit.
Ooh.
I went with Tiana Taylor. Of course, originally played by, I can't remember her name now. Whitley from A Different World. What the fuck is her name? Holy shit. I'll give myself 3, 2, 1. Don't remember. Moving on.
While you're doing that, apparently John Favreau is an Italian American. John Favreau would work.
Maybe, yeah. I could see it. And then Vera, I went with Miss Pat. Now, there was a point in time where I was considering Monique because, one, I've seen her actually play this role in the music video. If you remember the Pastor Cavassier music video with Busta Rhymes, she was in that, and they literally played out this scene.
That's funny. I remember seeing that video so many times, and I probably didn't understand the reference it was making the entire time.
Really? Well, let me show you. Because this scene is pivotal to the movie. And I need y'all to see it if you haven't. So here we go. So to set this scene, Sugar Ray and Quick run like an after-hour spot, in Harlem. They do, drinking, gambling, and girls. That's what they do. And they all would talk about how much they made that night, like the bar and the tables made a certain amount of money. And they asked Vera how much money did the girls make, and she said how much, and it was a very low amount considering how much they should have made. And Quick is like, they've been back there all night. How they only make, I think, $200 or something like that. And it's like, so something's happening. I'm not saying you stealing, but between you and the girl, somebody got a problem with their arithmetic. So he's basically saying somebody's skimming off the top, and you in charge of the girls. So why the girls always coming up short? And so she's like, oh, fuck this. You're not accusing me of stealing. Now we got to fight I'm gonna kick your ass. So they going outside. Quick is about to fight Vera.
Treat me like I'm some kind of dog. I'll kick his ass right out here right now. Come on. Come on.
Oh, really? Fuck you.
YouTube's
Do you want me to do it? I have the premium.
Are we good?
Okay.
Oh, come on, Vera. Don't you want to talk about that? I ain't got nothing to say. You done insulted me, and I got to kick your ass right now. And afterwards, I don't want no hard feelings either. What the fuck is wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with me. What the fuck is wrong with you? You done accused me of stealing. The only thing I'm stealing out here today is your face.
Damn.
You out of your fucking mind? Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, sucker. Let's get it on. Oh, you want to fight? You want to fight?
Tell her Reese was that bitch.
Fuck me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of your old ass in this motherfucker too. Yeah. Punch people in their eyes, right? That's all you got? Yeah, you didn't think it was gonna be like that, right? Now I'm gonna blast your motherfucking teeth out. Nigga, you hit like a bitch. Oh, you little huh? Yeah, I punch like a bitch, huh? Okay, I punch like a bitch. You'll say goodnight to this bitch right now.
Don't fuck with the madam, bro.
You gonna have to learn to respect me. And the next time you accuse me of stealing, I'm gonna kick your ass again.
Is he playing two characters?
No, that was Charlie Murphy.
Oh. I was like, what the fuck?
You crazy bitch. Oh, you want to hit people with garbage cans.
Oh, shit. Now you done fucked up.
To cut you. Girl, put that razor away. I ain't playing no more. You put that fucking razor away, I'm going to blow your goddamn pinky toe off. Oh, now you're going to shoot me in my pinky toe. Not playing with you. I will blow that little black, gnarled, crusty, dead motherfucker the fuck off your foot. Now put the razor away. You must be crazy to pull your gun on me. You gonna get a 9-toe having this limping this bitch in Harlem. You don't stop fucking with me. Now put the razor away. Well, go ahead. Shoot, it is. There it is. Shoot, quick, go ahead. Take your best shot.
Yes, he shot her in the pinky toe.
Yeah. I heard the ooh.
So yeah, there's that, and then there are a lot of various other random comedians that are in this movie, you know, that have other like smaller roles, but those are the main ones, and other like just non-comedic roles and stuff. I just have a bunch of other people who I just want to see in the movie. Like there's other white people in the movie too. They like play cops and shit, but so yeah, I got all these people here. I want to see them in it too. So, you know, we got Roy Wood Jr., we got Lil Rel Holley, Quinta Brunson, Ali Sadiq. Most of these are stand-up comedians. I believe all of them actually do stand-up in some form or fashion. Robin Thede.
Bill Burr.
Yes, that's Bill Burr down there in the corner. He can play one of the cops, you know. Tiffany Haddish, some more. Craig Robinson, Cat got to be in there too. Cat Williams is one. I didn't give him a main role because he's at his best when you like have him in there, but not all the time, where he can come in, do his thing, and then be gone for a while, and then come back and do his thing again and be gone for a while. That's when he's at his funniest in films, if you ask me. So that's kind of what I was thinking there. But all of them in some form or fashion in this movie as well. So yeah, Harlem Nights. That's my casting.
Okay. I went with exactly what Mara said. She said 20 or 30 years. And I went 29 years on the dot to a classic Wes Craven film, 1996's Scream.
Okay.
Recasting Scream for today. She also said who would direct it. So I picked Lee Cronin, who recently
about the director.
I totally
Evil
forgot
Dead
that too. That was my topic.
Listen, I went Lee Cronin, who recently did Evil Dead Rise, which is one of my favorite horror movies that have come out in the last couple of years. But for Sidney Prescott, played by Neve Campbell, I went Mary Mouser, who plays in Cobra Kai. She is Daniel LaRusso's daughter. For Gail Weathers, Florence Pugh. Stu Macher, who is Matthew Lillard. I went with Ethan Kutowski, who is the little brother in Shameless.
Oh, okay. Wait, which little brother, Carl?
Yes, Carl.
Oh, okay.
Because now that he's older, he's got kind of like that crazy look to him, and he's done some wild shit. So I felt like he would work for Stu. For Billy Loomis, I also went back to Cobra Kai. Tanner Buchanan, who plays the son of what's his name? Daniel's arch enemy / now best friend from the first movie.
Oh, Johnny's
son. And then Dewey Riley, played by David Arquette. I went Tom Holland. I feel like Tom Holland can do that. He can do kind of dopey cop really well. He's a little bit older than everyone else, but not much. For Tatum, I went Kiernan Shipka, who was Sabrina in The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Mm-hmm. Casey Becker, who was played by Drew Barrymore, who died in the beginning of the movie. I went Sydney Sweeney because I feel like her answering the phone and doing the popcorn would be perfect.
That would be her role.
Exactly.
That would be her role.
Randy Meeks, who is the horror expert who runs everyone through the rules of a horror movie. I went Gaten Matar, whatever, I can't say his last name. From Stranger Things, the one with the curly hair. Gaten Matarazzo. There we go, Matarazzo. And then Cotton Weary, who is the man that had sex with Sydney's mom. I went Taron Egerton, who is, like I said, he was just in the plane movie that I just watched that I talked about. The name is also escaping me. Carry On, yeah, and a bunch of other stuff. But he actually did a really good American accent, and he's a very handsome man. So I thought he would work well in that role of like the dude that fucked Sydney's mom and caused all of this and that they blamed. So yeah, that was my casting for Scream.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really wish I had visual so you could see how everyone kind of looked.
Yeah. Work was slow. So I'm like, I got time for this. And I did. Gotcha. Because all I got to do, I'm working right here. So like, yep, I'll just turn this way and do this and fuck all that. But yeah, what is your, remake of an older or classic movie with a modern cast? Who would you put in it? Let us know in the comments below. How about another trailer, huh?
Yeah.
This is for a game called Dragon Kin.
Your co-host.
The Banished. Huh?
No, Matt looked back and I was like, you looking for your little mini co-host?
No, my drink isn't, my fridge isn't like right next to me, so I got to get up and go. I was looking back like, can I scoot back there? No, I can't. There's shit in the way.
Should get the shit out of the way.
Yeah.
O2 doesn't have John, O2 doesn't have drop off.
Damn, it doesn't have drop off?
Even I have drop off.
Damn. I don't know what they're playing.
When you hit somebody with a full load,
hit somebody with a full load.
Oh my god.
Before our time, the dragons were banished underground, leaving scars of fear
in the history of humankind. Then, one day, Sariknog opened a breach. Humanity, at the cost of thousands of lives, sent
Different.
Sariknog back into darkness. But you must stop his return, confront destiny, hunt down the dragon's minions.
I was about to say maybe, and then I saw that whole
Yeah.
ancestral grid on the side, and I was like, never mind. Nope, I'm good.
I mean, but you do the spheres thing on Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, but not in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
And if you fail, death will sweep over the world once more.
Oh no!
Dragonkin, the Banished.
Yeah, that comes March 6th.
I don't know, maybe. I'm going to need something while Kate's in the hospital having this baby.
Well, that might be it for you. Or you got Netflix. You can just, I don't know, play GTA.
If that comes out in time.
No, you need something to play in the hospitals. I was like, play GTA on your phone.
Oh, from Netflix. Gotcha.
Yeah. But my topic, I want to know, since I was thinking, a while back, I'm like, I'm an awesome babysitter.
Are you?
I am. I actually am. Like, no bullshit. Leave the kids with me a lot. We have a great time. The kids are safe. They're happy. They learn something usually, I'm a great babysitter. Now, keep in mind, when you leave your kids with me, they're with me, so I got different rules. So, shit might happen. Like, you may have left your kid with me that didn't have Nerf guns, now they do, and we were shooting each other and shit all night. That happened. Whatever. They'll be all right.
Your kid may come back with one eye.
No, they come back intact. Like I mentioned before, they are safe. Kids don't get hurt like that with me. They might cry at some point, but they come back okay. They're still intact. It's all good. But I want to know what character you would let babysit your kids, like from TV and film, and what character you absolutely would not let babysit your kids. I'll let y'all go first.
Go ahead, Mara.
I chose that I would let babysit my kids. I don't have a current one. I chose Mary Poppins because for those reasons.
I mean,
she's safe. She
Makes
might
sense.
teach them something. She'll keep them fed and entertained. I'm curious to know what a
Make sure
Mary
they take their
Poppins.
medicine.
Yeah. I'm curious to know what a Mary Poppins in 2025 would look like, but in New York City at least.
Angela White.
There you go. I'd hire her.
I'm sure you would. But one that I absolutely would not, John Wick.
I mean, yeah, no shit.
That
I
poor
feel
dog.
like that comes with too many layers, like the ifs of so to ask John Wick to babysit your child, it means you guys have to be close to a degree, right? And so that means just to hurt him the one night he just happens to be watching my child. They're like, we're not going to kill him because obviously we can't kill Baba Yaga, but the child's defenseless, and that will still piss him off.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Oh,
no, I would say that's two very good choices.
Thank you.
Very good choices.
Very odd ends of the spectrum.
Well, Kate kind of agreed with you. So I did the responsible thing, and I asked my wife her thoughts on this subject. Because as a married couple, we need to agree. on our selections. We only agreed on who we would not let, because like she said Mary Poppins, and she was giving like all of the what I felt like was easy answers, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted something. So I went with an actual babysitter, Mary Ellen from Annabelle Comes Home. Now, did Mary Ellen invite a friend over who went in the Warrens' room of demonic shit and unleashed everything? Yes, she did. However, she kept their daughter safe with ghosts and demons roaming the house. They made it through the night. They locked everything back up, and the child was safe. And I can't ask much more of a babysitter than to protect my child from demonic entities that may be released throughout the house overnight while I am out with my wife. Like, if you can do that, then I don't think there's much else you can do. She also had a great temperament. She got the kids to come over and visit this girl on her birthday because she had no friends. Like, she was really sweet and like an actual good babysitter, on top of like saving her from multiple demonic entities and like going to bat for this child when she could have just said, fuck this, I'm out, and left her.
This is true.
So, the person we would not let babysit our child, and there were a lot of choices, but we unanimously agreed Frank Gallagher from Shameless. We are not leaving our child, being that we are in Chicago, with Frank, alcoholic, criminal,
I was gonna say Frank
drug addict.
Would sell your children for
Exactly.
a bottle and a drug hookup.
The last person we would let watch our child is Frank Gallagher.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't see a lot of the Gallaghers. I probably wouldn't leave them with either.
I leave them with Lip. I trust Lip.
Lip might be the only one I might trust.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chicago, I didn't have this as one of my choices, but I definitely would not leave my kid with anybody from the Bear.
Fair.
I'm thinking about them like any of them. No.
I was, the way Zoe was today, I was kind of thinking about maybe I should just leave her with Chucky and see what happens, because
poor Chucky.
She's driving me insane. Yeah.
So I was thinking about this. Another thing that prompted this thought to me was who I would absolutely not. And my answer for that is pretty much any superhero.
Yeah.
Like, none of you can watch my kids. You're all irresponsible. Every last one of you. Even the ones that are supposed to be the more responsible ones, on the grand scheme of things, they're still irresponsible. They're just more responsible than the other shitty people. Therefore, you stay the fuck away from my kids. You're not putting my kids in any kind of danger like that. No. But my answer for the person who I absolutely would let babysit my kids might seem like I'm doing what I said I'm not going to do, but this is different. Who I would let babysit my kids? Piccolo.
Yeah.
100%. I'm letting Piccolo watch my kids. It was one worst case scenario. I get my kid back and he's the strongest being in the universe. Like that. But also, I already saw Piccolo actively sacrifice his own life to save a kid's life. And can I ask for anything else in a fucking babysitter?
He was the father who stepped up.
Yeah, because I'm still not quite sure if Goku knows where his kid came from.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Yeah. So that is my answer. What about you, people? Who is your choice for who you would let babysit your kid and who you absolutely would not? We want to know. So put it right down there in them comments and let us know. Now, before we get out of here, Mara wanted us to watch something. So let's watch this Dogman trailer so that we know what she's talking about.
Dogman!
When the streets
I think I did see this trailer. I think we watched this trailer.
This one? This one?
For this movie, yeah. I don't know if it was this exact trailer.
Gotcha.
must come together. Green, red.
I don't remember this.
Wait, aren't dogs colorblind?
Or maybe I had it queued up as a possible one to watch one week and we didn't get to it. That's also possible.
Yeah. I just chose the first one that came up for it, and I think this one was from a few months ago.
Dogman!
This super cop made friends, solves crimes, and even plays piano for the old folks.
Not well, but
Enough about this dog man. It's time to stop this super cop.
That's Pete.
Davidson.
Thank you. I was like, what the fuck is his last name?
I'm very helpful when other people can't remember names, but I can't remember anyone's name for shit half the time.
You're the only one that can stop him.
Jasmine Guy. That's her name. Fuck.
Oh, I said it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Like right after you had said moving on, I was like, Jasmine Guy.
Oh, I didn't hear you. My bad.
It's okay.
Will you get out of here? Go on the red scene. I don't care if it takes a montage.
I don't even know what prompted me to remember it just then, but I did.
Dogman, you only have one job to do. Keep your eyes on those
One
monitors.
job, but holding up two fingers.
Favorite chew toy and waves it around. You look at the monitors. And if somebody just happens to have an Eastern Gray squirrel, you look at the monitor.
That's why I recognize that voice. It's a little real. Okay.
Birthday weekend.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. No problem. Well, kids, I think that's all we got time for today. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget, you can find us on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, and X for now at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. But we're also on Blue Sky, creatiaworld.bsky.social. So find us there as well. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. And while you're there, you should join a couple of our Facebook groups. One of them being facebook.com/group/Dragons. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, all that good stuff. Or if you just think dragons are cool like me, just hop on in there, talk about all that stuff. We're there for those conversations. It's awesome. Hang out. Also, if you're a wrestling fan, you want to check out facebook.com/group/Smacking It Raw, and I'll let Matt tell you all about it.
It is a Facebook group for wrestling fans who don't want to deal with all of the bullshit of the internet wrestling community, all of the drama, all of the meanness and the hate that goes on, and just want to sit down with people who actually enjoy pro wrestling and talk pro wrestling. Memes, conversations, group chats, all sorts of things in there for you guys to enjoy. News, rumors, all of that can be found there without all the bullshit.
Hell yeah. You can find me on all the socials at Lord_Cusslott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT, except for on Blue Sky where there is no underscore. Shark, where can they find you?
Hard as Shark at all of those things. MARADASHARK.
And what about you, Metric?
At Smacking It Raw, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads.
That'll be it for this week. We'll see y'all next time. Until then, we out.
Bye, Z's.
Come see us tomorrow.
Hell yeah.